I just want to before the weirdness and the sadness and the craziness starts again. I I have something to share, and I want to share it quickly. I've been working on an illustrated book. I was the writer for an illustrated children's adult book, if that makes any sense to you. I will put up the cover here, or here, or here, or here, over my face. Maybe that would be, then you don't have to look at me. Maybe it's down here, then here, down there. It will be somewhere on the screen right now. The pre-orders are available. It's finally gotten to the stage where the pre-orders are available if you're in South Africa. If you're in South Africa, you can go to, I will put the link down below. You can go to cresthouse.co.za if you want to look at it there. I am publishing it through a small independent publishing company in South Africa called Crest House out of Durban. I am so excited to finally see this. I want to say thank you for everybody that's gotten it to this far. It's illustrated by two amazing artists, Vix and She Illustrations. You can check them out on Instagram. They do amazing things. And they both worked on this. I'm so happy with how it turned out. I'm trust it's not quite as crazy as I am, though it is a children's book for adults, if that makes sense. I don't know how better to describe it. The illustrations are gorgeous. Even if you think like how this guy ranting, screaming at us, he cannot possibly in any way be able to write anything. Oh, I tried, and at least enough other people liked it that they thought, yeah, this is worth publishing. But if that's not, just look at this front screen cover as the illustration, and I promise you, as beautiful as that is, it just gets better and better. And how it tells the story with the illustrations. Please check it out if you're interested. If this is maybe sounds like a cup of tea, it's how can I explain it? Let me try and explain this. Well, you can see the name is the Old Unicorn, right? Basically, him looking back on his life and trying to understand things and going through old memories and the thing of aging and loneliness and all those things. Check it out if that sounds like something that might be up your alley. I would say this: kids can read it. It's not for kids, but I would advise. The only thing I would say is, if it's your child, just read a book first, and make sure you're okay with reading this to your child or giving this to your child to read. Okay, that's my only thing that I will say on it. Like, just if you think, just read it before you just give it. And don't just assume, oh, this is a kid's book, we're gonna give it straight to a kid. No, just read it first. And if you think, okay, my child will be able to deal with this and they will enjoy it or get something out of it, then do it. But don't just give it to your child and then send me messages. How could you let my child read this? It wasn't. It's an adult kids book. That's what it is. I wrote this, and we even did the illustrations so that it could still engage children and stuff. But my thing is just read it first before deciding it's okay for you. To make sure you're happy with your child reading that. That's my only warning about the book. It's a story that was been knocking about my head for many years. The illustration, this has been coming for a while now, and I'm really happy to finally be able to announce it and put it. And the link will be down below for the South African one. It will be on pre-order till the 21st of April. Then the release date is the 22nd of May. Now, somewhere around that time, around the 22nd, maybe a bit later, it will become available on Amazon for international purchases. The moment it is available on Amazon, I will put that link down below as well and announce it. But hey, listen, if it sounds like something you will be interested in, put a link out. Just click on the link and go check it out. I have a little description there about the book as well if you're interested in, and you can check it out there. I will say this, the people that worked on this with me, best people in the world. So if you don't like me, do it to support them. If you find me annoying, do it to support them because they did an unbelievable job. And I can't wait for everybody to be able to see it. That's it. That's nothing more. That's now let's get into the crazy, weird, silly show. Let me know out there if you want to see some good-looking books, eh? Mm-hmm. These intros are getting weirder and weirder and worse and worse. But that's what I'm saying. Do you want to see some good looking books? I want to see some good looking books. Okay, yes. And doesn't that make you happy? Doesn't that make you smile? Doesn't that make you go crazy? For a while. Ladies and gentlemen, miscreants, mollifiers, I am the anonymous librarian. You can call me Al, because Al is shorter, right? You think so? I think Al is shorter than the anonymous librarian. Today I thought, no man, it's cloudy outside here where I am. Let's do something nice. I'm lying. I was planning this the whole week. Why am I pretending like I just thought of it now? I didn't. This is what I was gonna do. This is my excuse for the lighting being like darker than usual, but I think it's gonna help. I'll put up stupid lights or something. It's so cloudy outside. But yeah. Yeah, but this might actually look better. This might actually look better. Makes my face also in the shadow, but you have to less in the shadow, but I want it in the shadow. Yeah. Can't go without my head, right? Okay, this is good. Listen. This week I decided, I want to share some beautiful books. I want to do a book haul. But this is not your traditional, the books I got in the last month and showing you off. No, these books I actually got over a few months. But why I'm putting them together, and it's not the only books I got over a few months, but why I'm taking them out is they're all classic books, and these ones are all made printed by the same publisher. And I wanted to show it off because I thought this publisher was doing a really great job. They're called Page Classics. I wanted to show them off a bit, and their prices seem reasonable. Let me say, in South Africa, their prices are very reasonable, right? Their paperbacks cost like between 120 to 180, half the price of the average mass market paperback, not the traditional paperback, the mass market paperback, the even cheaper one. So it's real value for money. And the hardcovers they have, I have 3 hardcovers from them, cost basically the same as a mass market paperback. So this is really something I feel like if you want to get classics that look gorgeous but it's value for money in South Africa, in South Africa specifically, these Page Classics are crushing it. I don't know why it's this much cheaper. In South Africa, I can see because they have the UK, the US and the UK prices, and they seem to be around. UK is like £12, and US is like $15, which it doesn't seem that bad, but it would still be like above the price of a mass market paperback in South Africa. Yet these ones I'm getting for basically half the price. Yeah. So I felt like showing them off a bit. I decided this one, nothing too crazy. Show you off some beautiful covers. I have here, how many do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 15 paperbacks and 3 hardcovers. Now, I kind of arranged them from my least favorite cover to my most favorite cover. And the hardcovers I'll do separately at the end, and they are really, the hardcovers will be at the end. If that's what you wanted to know. But I mean, there's not a cover I don't like in here. I like all of them. And it's not strict. And there's some I was like, I just have to choose one to go on. So it is not very, and I'm sure what I like is going to be different from what you like. But I just want to show off some really nice looking books. Now, I have not read one of them. These I've been collecting over the last 4 months. And I haven't gotten to one of them yet because I have so many books. But I can't wait, and this has gotten me and because I could get them cheap and beautiful, and they look nice, and even they got me into a lot of classics I do want to read, but I don't want to go spend full price on them because I don't know how much I'm going to like them, if they're really my jam or what. What a day, what a day. Let's, I don't need to go into anything further. Don't you think that? No rants from me today, no angry from me today. Maybe it's the weather. Maybe the weather's like, no. I'm not even going to educate you. I am just going to show you nice looking books. Alright, let's start. The first book I'm holding up is going to be Charles Dickens' A Tale of Two Cities. I love the red, white, blue. And this was the first time. I don't know. I know it's the best. It was the best of times. It's the worst times. The legendary opening line of this, and it just keeps juxtaposing stuff in the beginning. I did not realize this book is about the French Revolution. And then now I know. Now I know. Yeah, now I know. Only because it's the red, white, blue, and I read the cover. Oh, what's it actually about? I do really like it. There was a nicer. The Oliver Twist Charles Dickens one by Page Classics had a nicer cover. It was like really this dingy dark with this dingy them boys in a window and the keeper, like it's really creepy, dark, and it would look really gorgeous. But I want to read. I was more interested in reading. I've heard better things about Tale of Two Cities, and was more interested in reading Tale of Two Cities first, even though I know nothing about it. Yeah, something about French people. Cool. I'm sure Charles Dickens, he was a British guy, right? So he's gonna hate on the French. He's gonna hate on the French. I'm excited for him to hate on the French. Hey, I'm talking about, I have no idea what's gonna happen. Okay, next. My next one. Agatha Christie, The Murder of Agatha Christie, The Murder of Roger Ackroyd. Oh, look at that. Look at the house there. Look at that. You can even see people in some of the windows, huh? Yeah, in some of the windows there's people. Beautiful house there. Look at that, yeah. I should have probably all this one showed the behind as well. It's like and then you go, and I think, is that the Parliament Building of Britain there at the back? Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Like it. Storm clouds overhead. There's like, I've never actually been interested in reading Agatha Christie, but there was like, it's so short. She's so famous. Let me get into mystery stuff a little bit. And it was so gorgeous. I said, this is at least going to look good on my shelf, even if I don't like it that much. So yeah, I'm excited for this one as well. It just looks nice, right? And then this is my least favorite. I'm getting to my favorites. And next, Emily Bronte, Wuthering Heights. It's like I was paying for this stuff like 140 Rand average. And look at how gorgeous that is. Look at that, like, and the overgrown trees and stuff, and the grey. This is. Some people say this is a love story. I say no, it's not a love story. I don't know. I'm excited to read it. I'm not gonna watch the movie. The movie looks kind of, yeah. Maybe it's an amazing movie, but it doesn't look. And from what I'm hearing, nobody thinks like it's gonna be very loyal to this adaptation. I'm just not interested in the movie. Nothing about looking at the trailers made me interested. But this I'm very interested in. And this looks gorgeous to me. Yeah. And from Wuthering Heights, we go to his sister, to Charlotte Bronte, Jane Eyre. I also like how this it looks kind of like horror, with the house there at the back, the fields in the front, but the house is there in the back, and it's like grey clouds coming out of it. I remember watching the movie, the one with Mia Wasikowska, I believe that's who it was, and Michael Fassbender in. Yeah. I am no bird, and no net ensnares me. I am free. I am a free human being with an independent will. Yeah, I crushed that reading, right? I just crushed that. Probably should redo it. I ain't gonna that. But I'm gonna. Some of them do have like nice quotes at the back. Some of them just say, if there's a nice quote at the back, I will do it, because there are some cool ones still coming. I like how it also gives that vibe. And from what I remember about the movie, this illustrations do seem to give the right vibe. Never read it. Really excited. This one, really excited to read. But bigger style. Nice. I mean, I'll say this about Jane Eyre. Some of my other booktubers, then they would either name this as their favorite classic or as their favorite book of all time. And I'm like, I am interested. You got me interested now. I want to find out more about that. Okay, next. Oh, I love this cover. War of the Worlds by H.G. Wells. Look at that. Yes. The spaceship old school. I like the silhouetted people running for their lives. Get them all. I hope you get them all. Hope you get them. Nah, man. Wait a minute. Okay, no. I'm on humanity's side. No, I'm not on your side, Alien. I've decided. I'm sure you have some good points, and you're doing this for a reason. Of course, it's not, man. I know what War of the Worlds is about. Yeah. So I'm hoping at least this one survives. But the one there, that guy there at the back, he's slow. Get him. We don't need the slowpokes. No slowpokes. No slowpokes allowed. I'm being negative now. Let me stop being negative. Oh, I'm so excited to read this. Man, I want to get into H.G. Wells. Oh, guys, this next one's so beautiful. Oh man, are we getting into it? And from here on out, it really becomes my they're all just gorgeous beyond belief. And look at this, Winnie the Pooh by A. Amon. Look at that blue. Look at that beautiful blue with the garden. Christopher Robin, Winnie there. Who else is on this thing? There's a rabbit. And a rabbit. There's a rabbit there. How beautiful is that? How beautiful. This light blue. Oh, just look how that pops. Right? Yeah. It's so beautiful. I heard Steven Erikson talk about how good Winnie the Pooh actually is. And I'm like, okay, if Mr. Erikson's approval is on it, then I want to see it too. I will follow that man to the grave. No, that's weird. I don't want to get in the grave with him. That's correct. Follow that man over a cliff. No, I won't. But I'll follow that man's writing wherever it goes. So whatever he says to suggest this, whatever that. And I didn't think Winnie the Pooh was going to be one of them. But he said Winnie the Pooh. I saw Winnie the Pooh. It looked gorgeous. I said, I'm getting it in. This next one. The cover is beautiful. But the writer. I'm definitely not reading this one this year. I need some time. James Joyce, Dubliners. I thought it was The Dubliners. It's not, it's just Dubliners. Dubliners. It's a bunch of short stories about people in Dublin. This is apparent, but at least what I'll say in favor of this is still I believe it's his first book, or one of his first books at least. And at least at this point, James Joyce still wanted you to understand what was going on in his books. At least that's what I understand from what I've heard and read about it. So it's before it was like, nah, I'm going to laugh in your face. It was like, no, come here. Let me show you my ideas. And then I get to Ulysses, and you all know my feelings on Ulysses, and he's like a brilliant book. Listen, Ulysses is brilliant. But it's so clear how he's laughing in your face. Ulysses is basically an artist spitting in your face, like bad. It's not even spit. He's like regurgitating his food. And then that regurgitation, bam, spitting in your face. And you will love it. And then you do love it, and now you feel like a weird person. But that's what he's doing in Ulysses. This apparently is much more engagement. And it's short. Yeah, goodness. After suffering in Ulysses, I just want to read short stuff. Finnegan's Wake, maybe a decade from now. I'll get to you. Maybe a decade from now. Oh, next one. This one I like. Madame Bovary by Gustave Flaubert. Flaubert. I'm gonna guess it's Gustave Flaubert. But maybe it's Gustave Flaubert. I love this. This is just a nice cover, like this creamy. Go around. I get around. This has such a great line at the back. She wanted to die, but she also wanted to live in Paris. That's what sold me. When I read that, I was like, yeah, I'm sold on this. Now I actually want to read it. She wanted to die. She wanted to die, but she also wanted to live in Paris. Yeah, no, I'm liking the vibes. Give me those vibes. Look at this, Madame Bovary. How beautiful is this one? Look at this. It's kind of like a scrolled silver there and a name. Yeah, it's nice. So nice. This is an amazing cover. Now, we're going into a cover that is maybe like the most normal cover the most straightforward cover. But it works really well. It looks so good. Jack London, Call of the Wild, and White Fang. I hope this shows up properly on this thing. Look at those wolves, and so dark wolves, and goes wild and just misty and stuff. Yeah, it just gives you that. And it goes around like that. Keep it going, keep it going. For some reason, this is a very straightforward compared to all the other covers they did. But I love it. It just works. And from the vibes I've heard about these books, this seems like it should be perfect. And this cover has made me want to read the book even more than I actually wanted to. I actually got a other copy of White Fang. I didn't have one of Call of the Wild, but then when I saw this, I was like, no, and for the price, and I can get both, and very reasonable. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. So excited. So excited. Hey. Oh, but apparently this guy is also very difficult to read. But I've heard about him, and I've heard some great quotes from him. So I decided now I want to give this a try. William Faulkner, The Sound and the Fury. Look at that cover. Look at that, like the broken, is it the bronze statue type thing? Just broken like that. And with the orange around it, just makes it pop, right? Just makes it pop. And how cool does that look? How cool does that background look with the pocket watch? Come on, a pocket watch. We should bring back pocket watches. I never want a wristwatch. No. Who wants to wear that? I've got a phone. Bring back the pocket watch. Just to look at for fun. Not even tell the time. Who can read these anymore? Nobody can. Nobody. I can. I can still read these type of clocks. But you? No. You cannot do anything anymore. You would not survive if we have to go 20 years back in history. If you have to dump you in 2000, in the 2000s, just in the beginning of 2000, if you are under 20, you would not survive. No ways you would survive. You would die. Never mind going back in time to the 1800s or the, BCE type of time. No. You would not survive in the year 2000. I've been to the year 2000. Yeah, I was there. I survived 2000. It was the apocalypse and I survived. You survived? No, you were born after it, probably. Or right before it and your parents knew. But I survived the apocalypse. Okay, yeah. Sound and Fury by William Faulkner. And it is just gorgeous. I love it. Next, and this we're going back to those who are kind of a different vibe. We're going back to a vibe we have been seeing here. Going Jules Verne's 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea. I love this like comic guy. Look at the giant octopus thing there. There's some fishies. The submarine with the light. Let's go around. Oh, wings look nice. Yeah. I'm excited. I'm really excited about this one as well. Just look how gorgeous that is. Look at the detail and stuff there. Page Classics they're crushing. They're absolutely crushing it, man. And there's so many, really, I've checked these guys out. These are some of the beautiful covers for classic books. They are the most beautiful. Of all the classics, they are the most beautiful in my opinion. Next. There you are. To cheese or not to cheese? That is the Parmesan? Yeah, I believe that's that quote comes from this. Hamlet by William Shakespeare. There's a skull! He's holding a skull! He doesn't love skulls. Well, normal people don't love skulls, but I know people who love skulls. At least the skulls look cool on the cover, though. And with the vines and stuff around it and in the hand. To remember or not to remember. That is the juxtaposition. That didn't do it. Oh, I did watch the movie Hamlet. Who watched the movie Hamlet? Yeah, it's great. Sad. I remember like in the first hour, I was like, what are they trying to do here? What? And then when it starts clicking and you start, oh, what a movie. Loved it. Gorgeous cover. Yeah. Where do we have to go next? One of the stories that we all kind of know, but I've never, I'm sure because we saw adaptations of it when we were young, but I'm sure the book's probably very different. I love this. The Adventures of Tom Sawyer by Mark Twain. I love this, just like this cringy, dusty, brown, sandstone type look for this cover. And the boy, it does give you that idea of that period in time, right? Like everything in the back in the 1800s. And it was just like that in the 19th century. Like just that, yeah, everything was like, well, what's it, black, or black, or what's the color, I don't know. It just goes, yeah. And just the kid there with the fishing rod sitting. Yeah. It looks great. I'm excited. I also have Huckleberry Finn, Adventures of Huckleberry Finn. I'm really interested in getting into my Mark Twain. See how I'm going to feel about him. Yeah. Nice and short, man. Kids' books. Gonna have fun with that. Okay. I have two more. What do you call them? The paperbacks. Classics, one-page classics. Two more paperbacks left. And these were, the one was the first one. I think these were also the first two of these I actually bought. And they are still my favorites. And I'm kind of in a struggle. It's like, which one is really my favorite? It's a kind of on-the-day thing. The first one, and I didn't even know this book. I've known the author. I didn't know he wrote something that wasn't just straight up science or philosophical. It's a philosophical guy. I didn't know he had one that's kind of more like from the viewpoint of like in a narrative structure. So I'm interested to try this. Thus Spoke Zarathustra by Friedrich Nietzsche. Look at it, the gold and the purple, and look at it, it's in space, and it's the steps, and it's just fancy, and it's like, oh wow. Man is something that shall be overcome. What have you done to overcome him? Friedrich Nietzsche. Interesting. I'm excited. I don't know. Does this technically count on a non-fiction? But it's written like it's like a narrative, right? So I can't put it on a non-fiction, even though it's like Friedrich Nietzsche trying to explain his ideas. I don't know if Nietzsche's writing is good or crap. I know it's a philosopher a lot of people like. But this cover just, look at the gold and the purple. It popped. It's the Thanos colors. And you know Thanos? He's my favorite superhero by far. By far. There's no superhero as great as Thanos. He's the best, man. He's my, man. I love Thanos. I love Thanos. I'm just gonna say. I'm gonna be open. That is my truth. My truth is that I like Thanos. He's my favorite superhero. You might not think of him as a superhero. It's because you're cringe. You are cringe. You are cringe. I just discover I hope the book's great because the cover is fantastic and I love it so much. And all the little designs and the space stuff and man, I can't get enough of this cover. So now I'm thinking that has to be. Now just having gone through that one, I feel like that is actually my favorite. But this one, I feel like this just, and this was a book I've never even heard before as well. Just like there's Dust Books or Fusha. I've never even heard. All the others I have actually heard about before. I knew about them. This was the only two I've never heard of before. And then there's The Secret Garden by, let me get a name there. Francis Hodges Burnett. The Secret Garden by, look at the keyhole there, what beautiful. And there's something about like dark green, just dark and different with lighter shades of green, just some colors on it. That works for me. That's one of the few things that work for me, even better than gold and purple. Man. I love it. It just had me like, and then I read about what the book's about, and I'm like, yeah, this sounds like I'm gonna enjoy it. I know it's classic, so yeah, this sounds like I will actually enjoy it. I'm very excited to get into this. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure some of these classics I'm not gonna like it all. Looking at you, Sound and Fury. Looking at you, Dubliners. I probably love Dubliners, but I know you're gonna frustrate me. But apparently not as much as Ulysses. So yeah. But I mean, they're just beautiful. And why? And I got them for so cheap. Why wouldn't I get them? So if you're in South Africa, go to your bookstores. All of them seem to have page classics in them, and get them for so cheap. And if you're not in South Africa, in other places, go look for them. They seem to be still reasonably priced in other places. Okay, let's get into the hardcovers. There's 3 of them, and yeah, the first one I have here, Moby Dick by Herman Melville. Look at that blue. Look at that blue. I mean, that white whale is even blue up there. Blue and like little shades of light blue. Look at this. How gorgeous is that spine? Look at that. Look at, man, come on. Look how beautiful. And to think, I bought this for 310 Rand. For the price of a mass market paperback, I bought this. I bought this for that price. It is unbelievable. It's unbelievable. No, come on, guys. I know this is a very dense book, and a lot of people do not like it because of that reason. But yeah, I've also heard there are some of my favorite booktubers that really like this, and I am curious to get into it. So yeah, I mean, look at that. Can you think it? So a normal paperback that comes out now, if I want to go buy the No Life Forsaken book that's available now in paperback in the shops, it costs 150 rands more than this. Almost half this one's price again, just to buy a normal paperback. And look at what I have here. I mean, isn't that amazing? So I'm definitely shouting out. Go to exclusive books, historical books. Wordsworth might have them, I'm sure. Reader's Warehouses. I don't know if I've seen them in bargain books, maybe in Bovies. But in all those other ones, I've definitely. Reader's Warehouse, exclusive books, historical books. They have these. And yeah. And I think you can order probably through them as well to get them. And the prices are so reasonable, so awesome. Okay, the next one. This might be my favorite. But there's the other one I'm leaving for last. But yeah, look, this cover. And I don't know if I'm going to love this book, but this cover is just amazing. Look, Robert Louis Stevenson, Treasure Island. Look at that. And usually I don't like too crazy colorful but look at that ship popping out there. Look at the guns, look at the skull. Oh, yo, this was the first of the hardcovers. I couldn't believe how cheap it was. Look at that spine. Look at that spine. Oh man, doesn't this just give the vibe? The outside, I know they actually, even the inside here. Look at that. Look at that. I'll see now. There's you can see they just decided. No, we're gonna do some real. And I believe there's at other times there's more illustrations in. So they really went and did put in some effort here. Look at that. Look at that. Oh, come on, guys. Look. I'll pick up the Moby Dick right now, see what their insides look like. I have really nice illustrations. Let me see. What is there? Moby Dick. Okay, the Moby Dick stays blue. It's still blue. Very gorgeous and very blue. They just went simple there, which, I mean, I understand that. Wait a minute. I'm saying they went simple there, and they didn't, and then they went nice again. This one I don't see any inside illustrations, but yeah. Okay, and then we have the back again. I do think that Robert Louis Stevenson's one's better, but still. Treasure Island one is a bit more gorgeous, but still. Okay, this is the last one, and I can't really choose between this one and the Treasure Island one, but I feel this one for the color, it just seems perfect for what the subject matter is in the time. A Farewell to Arms by Ernest Hemingway. I read Old Man and the Sea last year and I actually enjoyed it. So no, I want to get this. And look at that. Doesn't that just give that war vibes? It's still beautiful, but it does give that war vibes of that time period. Look there. Look at that cover. Look at that, the stitching there for the pretended stitching. Like it would be something for the army. Look. Come on, guys. Look how gorgeous that is. Look how gorgeous that is. For the price of a mass market paperback. I mean, that's just insane. That's just insane. Oh, look at the truck there inside. Let's see the inside. Oh, yeah. Oh, she's nursing him back to health. Does this one have illustrations in the middle? I don't necessarily. So simple. Oh, look at that. I mean, isn't that just gorgeous? Huh? I don't see illustrations like for Treasure Island one here, which makes sense. This is a more serious book. Let's go to the back. Oh, the soldier's walking. Yeah, man. I mean, these might be my best books, my nicest books in my collection, and they are far from the most expensive. Okay, yeah. I mean, how's that? This feels like a special edition, right? Doesn't these hardcovers feel like special editions? And yet, no, I paid for it the price of a mass market paperback. So definitely, I say Page Classics. I want to shout out Page Classics, saying you guys crushed it. You are crushing it. This is beautiful and gorgeous. And if you're in South Africa, go out, grab them. They're really well priced, really well priced. And if you're not in South Africa, they don't seem to be that much more expensive than your average books. Like it seems like $14, $15 in America. Still, I mean, this is beautiful. That's beautiful for $14. No, you can get it. $15, you can go get that for sure. I mean, why are you being stingy now? Aren't you a booktuber? Don't you love books? Just go spend all your money. You don't have to read it. Just get them. We don't buy books to read. We buy some books to read, and the other ones to fill our shelves, so that we have books to show to everybody because it looks so nice. I mean, it's awesome. Look at that painting I have there from Daniel Higo. Oh, I can't wait for he's got a comic coming out, a graphic novel, illustrated novel later in the year. I can't wait for the third one to come out. But yeah, that's awesome to have. But don't you want just racks and racks of books? My other rooms have racks and racks of books on. And if you could see, the side also has, but they're low down. Low down. So now I hope you liked that. I really just wanted to share that. I'm so happy with these books and with what Page Classics has done. So well done, Page Classics. And why don't you just say thank you that this week, instead of giving you a giant lesson, right? Instead of trying to educate you, I gave you a week off. This was a week off. You can just have fun, look at books. I want thanks. I want you to appreciate this. Are you going to appreciate it? Are you going to like? Are you going to subscribe? Or are you just going to be like, oh, what, you just showed us some books? That's how I was being nice to you. I was being kind to you. I could have given you a 3-hour lecture on Ulysses. Again. You know what? Maybe I should. Maybe it should start right now. Maybe next week. A 3-hour lecture on Ulysses, just because if I don't see some appreciation, between me and there's nobody watching. I know there's nobody watching, so I don't know why I'm screaming to you. I know there's nobody watching. I can see this thing. There's somebody watching. There's like 3 people watching, and I'm pretty sure it's all 3 people that I know. So I guess that's how this stuff starts, and maybe they become something later on. Who knows? I'm having fun. Listen, I'm having fun, so I'm going to keep doing this. I'm having fun. But I think, check these out. Check them out. Page Classics, you're crushing it. I have nothing more to say on the subject matter. And I've already ranted at you guys again now, because I feel like you didn't appreciate it. But what am I supposed to do? I can't. If you don't... You can take the horse into the water. You can pull it into the lake of water. You can dive in. You can submerge his head just for a moment. We don't want to drown the horse. Just for a moment. You're still not going to get it to drink water because they're obstinate. You're a bunch of obstinate horses. And then you tell me you're thirsty, but you're in the water refusing to drink. I don't know if that made any sense. But it doesn't have to make sense, because we are done, right? We are going. So, you know what? Let me say goodbye. Am I not in a good mood? I am in a good mood now, especially since I got some anger out there. Now I'm feeling better. Now I'm feeling I got a little bit of my pent-up rage out there at the end. So let me just say, I am the Anonymous Librarian. You can call me Al. But if you don't call me at all, that will also be fine. Because why? Why are you calling me? You're supposed to be reading. Go pick up some nice Page Classics. Go pick up some classic literature and read them. Have I read any of these? No, but I've read a bunch of other ones, and it's great. And I'm sure most of these are going to be awesome. At the very least, it will be interesting. And that is worth a lot. So on that note of like, that is worth a lot, which is not, this is not something you're going to read in Ulysses probably. It's not a great term, whatever. But it is worth a lot. So I will say, I'm not going to say goodbye actually. I'm not going to say goodbye. Just hold on there for a moment. I'll be back now. Had to go pee. Did you like listening to that? Like listening to me pee? I'm glad you did. I am the Anonymous Librarian. You can call me Al. Let's go have some fun. Let's go see the future. Let's go read some classic books. Shout out to the classics, right? They're not perfect, but damn if they're not interesting. If that even makes sense, I don't think that makes sense. They're not perfect, but yeah, you know. But bye. See you later. I'm the Anonymous Librarian. You can call me Al. Bye.